From the majestic bull elk serenading females to the shocking footage of bears fighting horses, today's Trailcam collection gives us a glimpse into the raw and unpredictable nature of wildlife. Don't miss out bonus footage at the end. We start off today's video with something rather unexpected. This trail camera was set up just in front of the food tray to record the wildlife that visited to eat from it. We have seen crows and squirrels visit the food tray, but never have we seen an interaction like this between the two species. Maybe because they visit the food tray at different times, or simply because this particular situation is a unique one. The red squirrel in the video had been feeding from the tray for some time before the crows arrived at the scene. The crows showed interest in the food, but the squirrel was not ready to share and attacked multiple times to defend its food and its territory. While the red squirrel may have successfully chased away the crows, it better watch its back, because not only are crows smart, but they're also very capable of keeping a grudge for a long time and have been known to carry out acts of vengeance. I don't know why it would attack them like that, but it'll soon find out why crows are considered the evil geniuses of the bird species. Think the squirrel was the only one prepared to go for blood, then I would wonder what you will say about these two velvet bucks that are determined to establish dominance over each other. Unlike the squirrel's attack, however, it's normal for bucks to do things like this. You'd usually find velvet bucks attacking each other during the spring. Each one is trying to establish dominance and increase its chances of breeding with the various does available. The worrying thing about these fights, however, is the fact that they can result in serious injuries and sometimes even death. But I guess for the right girl, it's worth it. Or what say you? If this Trailcam footage leaves you puzzled, you won't be alone, because the owner of the footage himself was puzzled. The owner of this Trailcam footage noticed that a bear had been hanging around an unoccupied property in South Lake Tahoe, California. He managed to install a trail camera around the property while the bear was out one day, and the result is the footage that you're watching right now. The bear had actually chosen to use a part of the property as its den and had been living there. Just in case you didn't know, bears choose locations for their dens based on factors such as safety, protection from the cold, and weather, and one very important quality, that is the area not being disturbed by animals, and most especially humans. While it may have chosen the most luxurious property a bear could have, it didn't know the arrangement was only going to last until the real owners moved back into the property. This is just another reason why it's essential to acquire real estate directly from the owners. Unlike the bear in our previous video, these Southern California bald eagles seem to have solved their real estate problem. Eagles have long been considered majestic and powerful birds, and if this Trailcam footage proves anything, it's that they really are as majestic and powerful as they've been depicted to be across various cultures in the world. These two birds have been mating, nesting, and hunting together, and yes, they're basically husband and wife. Believe it or not, bald eagles actually form strong bonds that may last several years, and sometimes till one of their partner dies, or till death do they part. The duo of husband and wife will take care of each other and mate very often until the female lays eggs, after which they will take turns in taking care of the eggs and continue the same trend till they hatch. It's a beautiful thing, one that I wish many humans didn't abandon due to modernity, but hey, to each their own. For now, let's just admire these birds in all their majesty. Now, owls are some of the most skilled hunters out there. They're patient, silent, powerful, and very fast. Not many creatures survive their attacks, especially once they have their eyes set on them. As you can see in this Trailcam footage, they love to hunt squirrels too. They usually wait for the opportune time to swoop in and capture their meal. It was not gonna be business as usual for the owl in the footage though, as this squirrel had some tricks up its sleeves. The hungry owl cornered it, but it managed to escape and quickly move away from the tree it was climbing and hiding in. This might have been the chance the owl was waiting for, as it would have been easier to swoop in and capture the moving target. Unfortunately for the owl, and fortunately for the squirrel, just before it could grab it with its sharp talons, it runs into a tree and lost sight of the squirrel. If that isn't luck, I don't know what is. No, this is not a deer from the 70s, and no, that's definitely not an afro. What then could be going on with the antlers of this deer? Well, people who would run into the deer at night have feared that they run into a demon of some sort. Thankfully, this trail cam had been set up in the woods, quickly solving the mystery. There was no demon or otherworldly creature. Instead, it was simply a deer with some tumbleweed and sticks stuck in its antlers. Who would have thought? Have you walked into a supermarket trying to sample food and ended up buying a whole pack? Come on, don't be shy. I know it can't be just me. Whether you admit this or not, the bear has no choice as it was caught on camera. The bear had gone into the trash in search of some food, judging by its movements, but it's not his first rodeo. Whatever the case, whatever he found in the trash is nothing like anything he's ever had. How do I know this? Well, he starts dragging the trash can home. No one will do that unless whatever they were eating was so good they just couldn't leave it alone. It's either that or the bear had, for no reason, just decided to pursue a career in crime. Which of these two do you think is most likely? If you've been to Mexico or watched Mexican movies and videos, you should have an idea what music plays a vital role in the romance. They accompany this señorita with mariachi music, which makes the ladies melt. But what happens when you're a bull elk during mating season and you don't have such musical prowess? Well, you scream. A bit unorthodox, I agree, but you've got to use what you have, don't you? Bull elks scream or bugle for three reasons. First, to establish dominance over other males. Secondly, to attract other females. And finally, to communicate with other members of the herd. This Trailcam video was, however, recording during the mating season, so your guess is as good as mine what the large dominant-looking male was screaming about. If there's one thing we've learned from Trailcam footage, it's that the wild is not the fun and playful world that Disney cartoons make it out to be. It can definitely be very brutal and outright scary. While the fact of the circle of life might be true, you don't find predators or prey hanging out and eating bugs together, and this Trailcam footage is reminiscent of that fact. In this Trailcam footage, we see a bear chase after a family of wild boar. While the parents are able to narrowly escape the jaws of the bear, the same cannot be said for the young one. The bear picks up the little one knowing that its dinner for the night is sorted. This assertion will, however, be challenged by another bear which popped out of nowhere trying to challenge the first bear for its food. It does well to defend itself and runs off with its kill. So basically, prey are not safe from predators, and predators are also not free from other predators. Ladies and gentlemen, behold the wild. When I say the wild is brutal, it's clearly not an exaggeration. This next footage is not from a trail cam, but it's just as rare as the footage most trail cams capture, if not rarer. In the footage, we see birds, a bear, and some wolves. The bear had made a kill and was enjoying its meal, but like all things in the wild, everyone wants their share. There were only a few wolves present at the beginning of the video, and by the end, the whole pack had arrived. Were they going to take on the bear, kill it, and have their meal? Well, for a moment, it looked like that as the wolves surrounded the bear, as if each one was looking for an opportunity to bite and attack the bear. You'd think their numbers would scare the bear and send it packing. Instead, it stood its ground, or literally just sat on the meat ready to attack and turn anyone who got too close into an obituary. When you live in the wild where hospitals and drugs are not exactly an option, you're very careful and do your best not to get injured, as that could just mean the very end of you. Recognizing this, no wolf was ready to go in first. They just hang around and intimidate the bear. When they realize it was not going down or away without a fight, they retreated. Sometimes guts is all you need. While mountain lions may be smaller than the usual lions we know, they're equally as lethal and deadly, and these elks know it. Little did they know that a mountain lion was stalking them, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. When they finally realized it, it was too late. There was no way for all of them to escape the deadly attack of the mountain lion unscathed. Although we don't see it in the footage, the owner of the trail cam does mention that he did find the carcass of a young elk a few meters from where the trail cam was set up. You don't need to be Sherlock Holmes to realize what had happened here. But if the stealth and speed of the mountain lion don't scare you, they certainly do scare me. Taking a break from the brutality of the wild, let's appreciate this short but stunning trail cam footage of a grizzly bear strolling through the woods. This magnificent creature appears calm and collected, but don't be fooled, a grizzly bear is not something you want to mess with. Weighing up to a whopping 1,500 pounds and towering at 10 feet tall, grizzlies are powerful and agile creatures. They can run at speeds of up to 34 kilometers per hour in short bursts and are skilled climbers. So while we may admire their beauty and majesty from afar, it's crucial to remember to give them space and the respect they deserve. If you disrespect and provoke a grizzly, you might not live to tell the tale. Next up, we have another screamer. This bull elk is bugling, but from the mud. We already established earlier in this video that they do this during mating season, either to attract females or to assert dominance. Given the fact that there are no other males around, I'm guessing he's attracting females. Is the mud something lady elks find irresistible, or could something else be happening here? Something like him cooling off in the mud. If you do know, then tell us in the comments section. While elks may resort to mariachi during the mating season, turkeys love to resort to tap dancing and the display of the feathers, just like bodybuilders do to attract the ladies. Don't believe me? Just watch this trail cam footage. You aren't looking at possessed turkeys or anything of that sort. Instead, you're looking at male turkeys who are hoping to impress some females so they could, well, you know, pass on their genes to future generations. The calls, which are the vocalizations you hear, and the feet and feather movement, called strutting, are strategically meant to attract females. Given how well these lads are doing it, it won't be long until they all go home with the ladies, assuming there are enough females for each male to attract. If not, the best man gets the prize. Have you ever come across flying ducks landing on water? If you haven't, then you are in luck, because that's exactly what this trail cam footage is all about. Just watch them land. Graceful, isn't it? A perfect landing for each of them. Confused? Well, that was pretty much us when we saw this trail cam footage. You aren't looking at flies or locusts or anything of that sort. What you're seeing is in fact thousands of snow geese in flight. I've always wondered why a group of snow geese in flight is called a blizzard, and now I think I understand why. It's just breathtaking to see this, and I can't imagine what it would look like being there in person. Just in case you plan to add this to your bucket list, you can head over to Loess Bluff National Wildlife Area in northern Missouri sometime in February, and you'll be sure to see it. I would call them to confirm, though, if I were you. Once again, wow. If you thought the blizzard or flying snow geese you saw was spectacular, then I wonder what you'll make of this video involving a gator and some ducks. I don't know about you, but it sure looks like those ducks are following an alligator. Or am I seeing wrong? At this point, I'm not even sure how this is possible. It looks like something out of a Disney cartoon and certainly no real life. Anyone with an explanation in the comments section, I'd really love to hear it. Have you ever wondered what would happen if a bear and a horse got into a fight? Well, wonder no more, because we've got footage of just that. Well, if you haven't thought about the possibility, you wouldn't be the only one. It turns out, however, that such things happen, and one such event was captured on camera, which is the footage you are watching. It's not exactly clear what the bear did to that horse, but whatever it was brutal enough to drop a horse that big to the ground. If that doesn't tell you how powerful and dangerous bears can be, I don't know what would. But I'm still curious, do you have an idea what the bear did? Please share in the comments section. And for our bonus trail cam footage of the day, we have an adorable image of a bear waving at the camera. It's a heartwarming and amusing moment, but it also raises some questions. How did the bear know there was a trail cam there? Was it just a coincidence, or do bears have a heightened sense of awareness about their surroundings? And why is it waving and seemingly smiling at the camera? While we may not have all the answers, this cute and curious image is a fitting way to end today's video. Trail cams have given us a unique glimpse into the lives of wild animals, and it's moments like these that make us appreciate the beauty and wonder of nature. Until next time, keep an eye out for more fascinating trail cam footage and let us know in the comments if you've ever had an unexpected encounter with wildlife.